All right, well, as the temperatures rise and so do gas prices, cycling becoming increasingly popular. Here to discuss cyclist liability and insurance, Nainesh Kotak from Kotak Law. Good to see you, Nainesh.
Good to see you, Tim.
Is there such a thing as cycling insurance?
Well, this is sort of a difficult area in the sense that you have to look to your home insurance. So let's assume a cyclist is in an accident on their own, caused by themselves. There's no coverage there, right? If a cyclist hits a pedestrian, for example, and is at fault, they don't have auto insurance, wouldn't cover. They would have to look to their home insurance and look at the provisions to see whether or not there's coverage. However, a lot of, unfortunately, cyclist accidents involve motor vehicles. So there is the opportunity to seek accident benefits under our accident benefit regime by claiming under either your own auto insurance or the vehicle that hit you. And you can claim for such things as medical rehabilitation and income replacement benefits. Further, if a cyclist is injured due to the fault of another, whether it be the car or a pothole for the city, for example, they certainly could sue for their damages, and the insurer for the party at fault, whether it be the municipality, a construction company, or the other vehicle, would indemnify in those circumstances.
A bike against a car, we generally know who's going to win that. But in the case, if there is an opportunity, could a cyclist be sued if they do not have, because there isn't a license involved with being a cyclist, or let's say an e-bike too?
Right. Well, even with an e-bike, there's no requirement to have insurance. It's not a motor vehicle, right? So there is the risk if an e-bike rider or a cyclist is at fault, they could be sued personally. The only indemnification they may have is their home insurance. And if they don't have home insurance, then they could unfortunately be personally responsible. And, there's a lot of vehicles sharing the road. We have e-bikes, cars, motorcycles, and even in some jurisdictions, e-scooters. So obviously it's important to ride with prudence and be careful.
What advice do you have, Nainesh?
I think, look, if you're injured as a cyclist, first thing to do is you want to remain safe, right? So if you have to move your bike and if you're able to get yourself out of danger, seek medical attention and gather and preserve evidence, meaning get the information of witnesses, of the driver or rider who was involved, take pictures. If there's a pothole or anything like that, take pictures. So those are the two basic things I would give advice for right away.
Take pictures when you're not riding your bike or e-bike.
Oh, absolutely. You don't want to be, yeah. And one important thing on e-bikes, just as a side note, you can be charged for impaired driving. So if you're intoxicated under the criminal code, the e-bike would be considered a motor vehicle, and you could be charged for impaired driving and have your auto license suspended for a year. Not the same under the provincial legislation, but it is for the federal.
Do the rules change at all if you're on actually the road compared to the bike lane?
I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
So if you're actually on the road compared to a bike lane, do rules change?
No, I think the rules of the road are the same. And if there is an accident with a motor vehicle, in terms of negligence, there's a reverse onus. So the motor vehicle driver needs to prove that they were not negligent, and that's designed to protect pedestrians and cyclists.
Nainesh Kotak from Kotak Law. Always love you coming on and taking us through all these various circumstances when it comes to insurance and coverage and keeping us safe. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.